Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're jumping right into how you can kickstart an amazing career in IT networking. And we're going to do that by breaking down one of the most important credentials out there, the CCNA certification.
So you've set your sights on a career in networking. That's awesome. But then comes that big looming question, right? In a field this huge, where do you even begin? What's that very first step you can take to make it real? Well, believe it or not, there's a clear answer. A first major milestone that basically tells the entire industry, hey, I'm serious about this. And that is the Cisco Certified Network Associate, or as you'll hear it everywhere, the CCNA. So what exactly is the CCNA? Think of it as your golden ticket. It's an entry-level certification from Cisco, and you know they're one of the giants in this space. Getting this certification proves to employers all over the world that you have a solid, hands-on grasp of networking fundamentals.
But why do I keep calling it a golden ticket? What really makes it so valuable? Let's dive into the real-world impact this one certification can have on your career. It's pretty significant.
All right, let's cut right to the chase. Money. Studies have shown that folks who get their CCNA can see a salary jump of anywhere from 12 to 20%. That is a huge return on your investment in yourself. And that percentage isn't just some abstract number. Look at these roles. The CCNA can get your foot in the door for a network engineer job, which can pull in up to $110,000. And as you get more experience and move into a senior role, that can climb as high as $145,000. It's the first step on a very real, very profitable career ladder.
But look, it's not just about the paycheck. The CCNA gives you a massive competitive edge in the job market. More importantly, it develops the practical, hands-on skills that employers are desperate for. And think of it as a launchpad. Once you have your CCNA, you're on track for the big leagues, advanced certifications like the CCNP and the CCIE.
Okay, so you get why it's so important. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the what. What does this exam actually look like? We're going to decode it for you so it feels less like some big, scary monster and more like a challenge you can absolutely conquer.
First things first, the magic number you're going to be looking for is 200-301. That's the official exam code. Every certification exam is its own unique beast, so let's get you familiar with the key details of this one.
Okay, here's the breakdown, the vital stats. You get 120 minutes, that's 2 hours, to answer about 50 to 60 questions. And it's not just simple multiple choice. You'll see drag and drops and, this is crucial, simulations that test if you can actually do the work. It'll cost you about $300, and when you pass, you're certified for 3 years. The key takeaway here is that it tests what you know and what you can do.
Now this chart, this is your roadmap for studying. Look at how the exam is weighted. IP connectivity is the biggest slice of the pie at 25%. That's where you need to focus a ton of your energy. Network fundamentals and access are right behind it. This tells you exactly how to prioritize your study time. But hey, don't sleep on those smaller sections either.
All right, so we know why the CCNA matters, and we know what the exam covers. But that brings us to the next massive hurdle, right? How in the world do you prepare for all of this effectively without getting completely lost?
I mean, with 6 different domains, dozens of topics, and all those different question types, it can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. So what is the smartest, most efficient way to prepare so you can walk in there and pass on your first try?
Well, you've really got 2 approaches. There's the old way, juggling random books, watching a million videos, never really being sure if you're studying the right thing. It leads to wasted time and a ton of anxiety. Then there's the smart way, using an AI-guided path with realistic simulations and replacing that information overload with one single focused hub that actually helps you learn from your mistakes. And that smart way, that's exactly where a tool like Flash Genius comes in. Instead of you guessing what to study, its AI path literally gives you a plan. You'll face exam simulations that feel just like the real thing, so there are no surprises on test day. But honestly, the AI-powered Smart Review is the real game changer. It doesn't just tell you you're wrong, it explains why you're wrong, making sure you never make that same mistake twice.
And when you actually stack it up against the other options out there, the difference? Well, it's crystal clear. Features that make studying modern and efficient, like an AI path that adapts to you, a smart review, even gamification to keep you going, they're just missing from other platforms. Flash Genius was built specifically with these intelligent features to help you study smarter, not just harder.
So, we've covered the huge value of the CCNA, the structure of the exam, and the smartest way to prepare for it. Now, it's all about putting those pieces together and actually launching your journey.
You know, I absolutely love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head. The CCNA is so much more than a line on your resume. It's validation. It is proof to employers, to your coworkers, and to yourself that you have the skills and you know what you're talking about.
So the only question left is, are you ready to prove what you know? Are you ready to take that step and validate your skills for the entire industry to see?
Your next steps are super clear and simple. Number 1, commit to your career. Make the decision that you are going to earn the CCNA. 2, prepare the smart way. Use the AI-driven tools that are out there to study efficiently. And number 3, take action. You can start your journey by trying out Flash Genius with a free trial today. See the difference for yourself. That's all for now. Go get certified.